if the sprinkler is useless or useful, I am going to use 10 of the best sprinklers on my plants. What plants, you asked? 3 bean seeds, some grape seeds, some coconut seeds, 5 pumpkin seeds, 5 watermelons, and the rest will be mushrooms. I'm going to put the sprinkler here, at this corner. I want to measure properly so that I can keep putting the sprinkler at the exact same spot. This is my first sprinkler. Now that it's placed down, let's put my new coconut seed, and put my first precious bean here, second bean here, and third bean here. Next is one single grape plant. I just want to make more space for others. First watermelon, second, third, fourth, and fifth watermelon. Next is pumpkin. First pumpkin, second, third, fourth, and the fifth pumpkin. And the rest shall be mushrooms. And I am out of space. We can only plant up to 200 plants in our farm. Let me harvest some tomatoes and shovel some away. Buy my precious tomato plants. And I continue to put more mushrooms. And every 5 minutes I will put one sprinkler down. This is the second sprinkler. I try to squeeze all the seeds into the circle so that the effect of the sprinkler will apply to them. It's fine if some of the mushrooms are outside the circle so that we can see the difference. Ops, I think I did this experiment about 3 to 5 days after farming was introduced, so I had to check the seed shop and tool shop diligently. I have also set an alarm to remind me every 4 minutes 30 seconds for me to come back here to prepare to place the next sprinkler down. This is the third sprinkler. Wow, we can see that the mushrooms are growing big and fast. Did you notice that earlier on the coconuts were already planted first and were still growing? And then I placed the sprinkler down and then placed a lot of new seeds? It's because I do not know when are we supposed to put the sprinkler down. So I made sure to have some place before and after the sprinkler was placed. I chose this spot because my coconut plants were still growing at varying progress. So I wanted to test if during the I will continue this later. And now to place the fourth sprinkler. Then I went to the shop and back again and stood at the exact same spot. It was at this moment I realized that I am in deep trouble. Do you see my pumpkin growing? And it's pushing me upwards? So I am not sure if I place the sprinkler at this spot. Does it still cover the same area? Or is it covering the air? I have no idea! And if the pumpkin keeps growing, will it get bigger and push me away and prevent me from placing my sprinkler at the same spot? I am so stressed out by this. Will this be a failed experiment? I want my sprinklers to apply on my expensive beans. That will be my topmost priority. This is the fifth sprinkler. I am screaming internally. I must not waste my beans and my sprinklers. I must continue. Some of these mushrooms were already fully grown a few sprinklers ago, and there's no changes in their size. This means the sprinkler does not affect fully grown crops. I was thinking if I should harvest them now or wait till I finish using all 10 sprinklers. Since it's already pointless, I decided to harvest them all and put in new seeds. We can see that some of our mushrooms are slightly bigger, but they aren't as big as 0.60 kilograms mushrooms. They are all the standard size, 0.1 kilograms to 0.3 kilograms. Ops, I accidentally harvested one fully grown pumpkin and it's at 3 kilograms only. This is tiny! And it's below the cost price. Scam! This is so depressing. But since it's already fully grown, it means it wouldn't grow further. So let's wait and see the other 4 pumpkins. My watermelons are too small, I can't see them. So I planted some mushrooms farther away so we can compare the size later. And the rest will be in the sprinkler area of effect. Oh God, the pumpkin is getting too big. I can't place my sprinklers properly to cover my bean seeds. This is the 6th sprinkler. Oh my God, what if my pumpkins get so big and I can't even place the sprinkler on its spot? Good luck to me and my precious beans. This is so stressful. All this time I was screaming internally. I can't wait to remove this pumpkin. Blocking my way to my beans. Help! I guess I will place it here first. At least I remember all 3 of my beans are nearer to this side. please grow into a super big beanstalk. Let's continue where we left off earlier. So I wanted to test if during the midst of growth, will the plant get bigger? It does not make sense to me though because it's already at, for example, 80% completion rate, and if we put sprinklers down, will the percentage reduce to reflect that the plant will be bigger? Previously, I did many little experiments before. I did it on mushrooms and I could see the effect. But I forgot to take note of it and I did not take a picture of it. And I also tried it on my grapes and corn plants. I forgot the result, but it felt like it was ineffective and I could not form any conclusion. My pumpkin has grown a little. This sprinkler is gone and I can't place it anywhere properly. I took a break and went to the seed shop and to my house to do a desire, then I came back out. I don't know why the pumpkin became smaller. Why did it become smaller? Did I harvest it? No. What on earth is going on here? So anyways, I don't know what to do and decided to place the next sprinkler. It seems like I can place it here. This is the 7th sprinkler. This is a pretty good spot. I hope this covers my precious beans. And then I checked my mushrooms. They are all still normal size and some are still growing. The pumpkins are mostly fully grown. And they are all tiny. 4.61 kilograms is lighter than my bag of rice. I want a big pumpkin. I want big fruits and vegetables and big plants. This is so disappointing and I have already used 7 sprinklers. But it is okay. We should calm down and continue. My watermelons are still missing. I can see a little bit of my grape plant poking out. During this period, I just kept running around to check on them all individually. And also planted more mushrooms because I want more farm coins. At this point, I decided to harvest one more pumpkin to make sure that I can place my sprinkler at the ideal spot. And this is the 8th sprinkler. Let's keep the other few pumpkins to see if their size will still get bigger. After all, this is an experiment. 7.97 kilograms is around the standard normal size. I planted more mushrooms and stood there and waited. And this is the 9th sprinkler. I have a visitor. The plants grew bigger. We can finally see the watermelon. And we can watch the mushroom grow. Then I picked some mushrooms to make space for the sprinkler. The watermelon seems pretty big, but it's not the humongous size. And this is my 10th and my very last sprinkler. Speed up 100 times. Look at my plants growing too quickly. And the sprinkler is gone. And we can see my bean is at 22%. It grew too quickly. This means it's going to be a standard size beanstalk. Sigh. This is the 11th. I want to be safe, so I put one more. If you compare the mushrooms within the sprinkler area and this control area, there's no difference. Anyways, it really seems ineffective. So I started harvesting mushrooms and my bag became full. These are the mushrooms. They are all normal average size. It seems like the sprinkler is useless. Continue to add more mushrooms. And now one more. This is the 12th. I think I was so depressed about the experiment at this point, I stopped filming. But here are some results. These are the pumpkins and watermelons. They are all average size. None are humongous like 20 kilograms and above. I guess this goes to show that the sprinkler is useless on these single harvest seeds. The pumpkins had at least 3 to 5 sprinklers used on them, while the watermelons had about 10 sprinklers spraying on them. So if you think there's something wrong with the result, please test it out and tell me about your findings. I also continued to shower my beans with more sprinklers and put in more mushrooms. I also placed a mat there to show the area of effect of the sprinkler. You can see one big mushroom. But I think that's by random chance, not evident enough to prove that the sprinkler is useful. The other mushrooms appear to be normal too, like there is no bigger growth of the mushrooms. And there's no wet mutation. Next, it's my grape tree. Is it big or small? Let's compare it with other grape trees. My grape tree underwent maybe 10 sprinklers. did not grow much and looks like it's for babies. Next are my beans. I think these are the ones I grew before the sprinkler experiment, and the ones at the back are the ones from the sprinkler experiment. They are all normal and tiny. There is no giant beanstalk. This is so sad. About my coconut, they took too long to grow, and I forgot to film them. Right now, this is the state of my coconuts. I planted new seeds after the experiment, so I am unable to differentiate them. Anyways, right after this experiment, I went to find a friend and he played another gardening game. If you know, you know. He said something like if the game mechanics are the same. Sprinklers are made so that multi and single harvest fruit would be equal in value. Sprinklers do not work on single harvest plants. So I realized the test I did, in which I spent more than 10 sprinklers on, only proved that it does not work on seeds and single harvest plants. My plants like the beans and the grape tree did not grow bigger. My mushrooms, watermelon, and pumpkins are sad looking. This means that plants have a chance to grow big, but it's completely random. Sprinklers do not affect it. Sprinklers are for the fruits to get bigger, not the seeds. And my friend also told me you harvest fruits first, then put the sprinkler down. Anyways, take everything with a pinch of salt and try things out on your own too. Next I might try using sprinkler on repeat harvest crops. But that will take me many working days to produce the video.